Okay, so what don't I like? Well, where do we begin?
Where do we begin?
Chicks posting photos, and I'm all about hot bodies, okay? But like literally how you're putting yourself out there. You say you want to build a 6 or 7 figure business, you want to be a leader, and then I go to your Instagram and I'm like, what are you selling? You know, it's just trashy. I'm just going to be completely honest. So yeah, like let's class it up. If you want to lead people, act as a professional, you know, and I'm all about working out and all that stuff, of course, like have hot photos, but there's a way to do it in a nice way. And I just get so many messages every day from young women, and I'm just like, again, what are you selling? So I would say that's like my biggest pet peeve is class it up. If you want to go pro, if you want to be a professional, you know, if you're showcasing that you're going to the club every night or doing some of this kinds of stuff, like you're only going to attract more people like that. So step it up. That's what I did when I was 23, and I started to attract high vibrating professionals into the organization. So go pro. That's what I'd say. What was the other thing? What can people do better?
That's it.
Be authentic. Be authentic. I love how Jesse was talking about sometimes you're not wearing makeup. Sometimes, you know, there's days where it's like I'm pounding three-way calls. I'm on the phone all day. I'm wearing sweatpants, no makeup, backwards hat. Like show the realness of this business. And then there's some days we're on stage and we look amazing and we're wearing awesome clothes, right? Show the realness. Talk about it. If you get off a phone call that strikes your heart and you're like, wow, that was incredible. I can help this person. Talk about it on your Instagram story. You know, talk about the struggles. If you're sitting, you know, at the parking lot and someone no-showed you, talk about it. Like just be real all the time. Be real all the time. Don't try to be somebody you're not, because after a while it's going to feel really gross, and you're going to attract the right people that are meant to be with you.
And how much of it is to actually turning into productivity?
Tons.
Okay, good.
So people that have product services, it's a way that you can like get it in there without being super spammy.
Like?
With your lifestyle. I work out, I take a shake, you know, I take my stuff and then I just go on to the next thing, and they see that consistency. It's like, oh man, she freaking does this every day. Or, you know, you can add value, which you should all add value, whatever it is, baking, leadership stuff, whatever, to your audience, and they expect you to be there. Like someone said, because I'm obsessed living in California and the sunsets, and every night it's like, thank you God, I'm doing the sunset, and everyone's like, I'm waiting for the sunset. That inspires me because I eventually want to get out of the Midwest. Like someone literally DM'd me and said that. I said, well, what's your plan to do that? I don't know. Well, there you go, right? So you turn it into business. Or if we're having a campaign, like a challenge or something, I'll post the campaign, I'll post testimonies on there, which if I was doing this on Facebook all day, it would be so spammy. Yeah. But the people, they sit and watch and they watch and they watch, and eventually they message, and then you turn it into a conversation, which turns into getting on the phone.
So you couldn't really do the same content on Facebook. Facebook needs to be a little bit more subtle.
Facebook is like the cat, Instagram stories is like the dog. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You can just be more bold. It's your lifestyle, you know? And then eventually people just expect it and they interact.
What if it's boring?
Then you got to get a life. No, I'm just kidding. Spice it up. Then think of things that you love. You know, think of things that you're truly passionate about that you can talk about. You know, like there's.
All right.
Yeah. You need
I'll
to do
start.
it. Please. It's awesome if you're great at social media, but we all know the way to make big money is to have a lot of people doing what? A little bit, right? So you need to have systems in place for your team that when someone comes in and they have a great product experience or a great experience with your service, that you have a script that you can give them, that they can change it to make it their own, so they can post it to get a couple wins under their belt, to get their products paid for. That increases your retention. So you need to have that, because if you talk to a lot of, I'm just going to say women, mothers that are working full-time jobs, if they see you perfect, curated on social media, they're going to look at what you do and they're going to say, I can't do what she does, must be nice. So you want to have systems in place that they can get a win under their belt right away, and then ongoing, once they get into your team, have a social media system for them. That, you know what, they're the head charge nurse and they're crazy busy, but they can just follow the script script, Motivation Monday, Transformation Tuesday, Wellness Wednesday, I can go on and on. They need something to follow, right? That's super easy and duplicatable for them. And then you as a leader, once you get good, come up with power posts for them that they can do and you can campaign all together. We do this every couple weeks where it might be everybody sharing their why, just giving them ideas, because some of us are very good naturally at coming up with content, at just spewing out information, but there's a lot of people that just aren't good at it and they just need some information. So take it for what it's worth, but that's what's helped us build a big business and help empower others. And once they do it more and more, they get the hang of it and then they rock it out.